What's up? This is Tom, Suburban Helltapes, out here for Utopian Voids, doing some interviews. Tonight we got Nights Templar.
Hello.
You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Gio.
My name is Manny.
My name's Matthew.
So when did you guys start performing as a band? Like when did you guys come together as a group?
Since the 80s.
Yeah, since the 80s.
1982.
Our
show was with Bauhaus.
Yeah, we had one single on Cherry Red.
Oh, dang.
That
one music video blew up.
Yeah, it's gotten a new lease on life due to the algorithm now.
Morrissey didn't like it though.
Yeah, Morrissey didn't like it because it was called Eat Meat every day.
We're talking about dick though.
Yeah, so he liked that part.
Meat is pleasure.
Meat is
Yeah.
Meat is I started on my own, I guess, in a bedroom in Long Beach in 21, 22, yeah. And then these guys joined to play live. I think this is either our third or fourth year. Third year. Yeah. Third year playing shows.
So I wanted to ask you about your recent release. I saw you guys were working with Paisley Shirt Records for the, it was Half the Year, right? Is that correct?
Yeah. Half the Year was the tape that came out last March, I think. Yeah, Paisley Shirt is in San Francisco. I know that guy, Kevin, and he put out my last band, which Gio was in, The Lice. He put out a tape by us. So he put out this Nights Templar one.
So let's talk about tape labels.
Okay.
Yeah. So you want to tell me about yours? The one you just mentioned? Because I did not, that was not in my research. So.
Well, that was a long time ago. I had a label called Juniper Tree Songs, which is how I know these two, because I put out their old musical projects. Manny's had a thing called Morgue Toad, which was a folk project he had about killing people. Yeah. And
that sounds dope.
Gio had a synth-pop project called Stupid Bummed, so...
Which is also about killing people.
Kinda, yeah. Yeah.
Is it about killing stupid people?
Yeah. I don't know if either of you guys want to talk at all, but yeah.
I'm super interested personally about like tape labels and independent labels and their history and all that kind of stuff. So please go off.
I also had a tape label.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's called Hair Growth. Back in San Francisco, 2010 to like 2013-ish. It's a labor of love. You get nothing for it. Spend a lot of money. You release cool bands, and that's kind of nice, but then like they don't get any money. You don't get any money. You feel like you like kind of fucked them over for putting them out because nothing happened.
That was me because I put them out.
Yeah, exactly. I felt that way when I've gotten released before. But it's like, who else is going to do it? No one's going to release our music, so we might as well do it ourselves.
Yeah.
What about you, Manny?
You never released nothing.
Yeah, I don't release shit because this is... I don't fucking care.
You don't fucking care. I don't fucking care, man.
Yeah, I don't care about this kind of stuff. I mean, I do care a lot, but not enough to put out other people's stuff on a consistent basis as it would require to have a successful tape label. I did try putting out a couple of things before, and there was one release that did come out.
You put out that record by...
Amber Smoke and Purple Dynamite.
That's right.
And then I think one band changed their name and the other band broke up, so...
Yeah.
I mean, I liked both bands, and I respect the people still, but...
They both actually broke up by now.
And they both broke up, yeah. I have a couple records still,
Like 100?
No, maybe like 70.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Yeah. I used to sell stuff on Depop, and whenever somebody would spend like $80, I would send them a free record. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's cool stuff. Would I do it again? I'm gonna do it to my own music. Yeah, probably.
You tell me some more about Reapo Records though, because I was curious about that.
Oh yeah, Reapo Records is just the label I have on Bandcamp to release my own music, but not just Nights Templar, but I have other musical side projects. I guess Nights Templar is the main one because we play live and more people seem to like it. So that's it's the big one, and then the others are more like weirder, I guess, or whatever.
Well, I saw on your Nights Templar Instagram, you wrote the phrase "fake label."
Yeah.
Can we explain fake label? What makes a label fake and what makes a label real?
Well, technically, I guess it's a real label because it has physical releases and it has a Bandcamp, so that makes it about as real as most labels nowadays. But I mean, I don't want to put out anyone else's music, although ironically, I put out Gio's new synth-pop project, Dominion. I put a tape out by last year. But just like 10. I just make like 10 copies at home off my own like tape deck. For most of the releases, it's like 10 or less copies, except for Nights Templar. That's the only one that has like substantial, like 50 copies or whatever, you know. Yeah, the big numbers for the big band.
10 is a pretty good place to start. 10's pretty workable.
Yeah, I like it because, you know, they sell out, or I say they're sold out, just, you know, so I don't have to make any more, one or the other.
Do you order blanks from Duplication? That's just a guess, or no?
If you want the honest truth now, for the tapes that I put out now that I home dub are taped over unsold tapes from my old label Juniper Tree Songs.
Wow.
So I still have like a very big supply of potential blanks. Yeah, shout out Math. Josh Lopez, shout out. Toy Desert. Still dubbing over Math tapes in 2025. I appreciate that anybody buys them, to be honest, and that they're people who support my music. It's, you know, but it's like I'm not.
I think people are more likely. Oh, I think people will buy a tape rather. People are more likely to buy a tape rather than buy your music digitally in general. That's what I've encountered.
It's funny. I mean, I put all the digital stuff for free usually myself online because I feel like at the level we're operating at, that's you just kind of want it to spread. I think it's good to do stuff for free until there's actually maybe a demand for it. I don't know. People will pay for the downloads. Usually I think they're European, you know. Nights Templar has a fair amount of European fans, I think, because, you know, the cold, dark music they love in Europe. They don't really buy the physical stuff anymore because the shipping's too much. It's like $30 to ship a tape to like Germany or whatever.
Maybe we need Reapo Records EU.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
If anybody's out there wants to be my European distribution or help us set up an EU tour
that would be sick.
During World War III, which is probably imminent.
Yeah. I wanted to ask about the lice because I did find that during my research. Can you tell me anything about the lice?
Just, you know, it was a band live. It was much like Nights Templar. It was a band live, but the recordings were all me because I'm really prolific and home record a lot, like too much.
You can't stop himself.
I can't stop myself. I'm always making new music. Yeah, Manny wants me to stop. But yeah, the lice was, you know, it may not be that different from Nights Templar. I don't know. It was I felt like an aesthetic shift for me from the lice was more like really short.
It was rocking.
Kind of noisy.
We were a rock band.
We were a rock band.
The pandemic killed us.
The pandemic.
We had an album that we're like prepping to come out in April of 2020. We got all the records. We played a show like March 10th or something. Yeah, and then everything fucking.
And then lockdown. That is true, actually.
The band was killed.
I think that was the last show I went to.
Yeah, and then there were like no shows other than like weird generator crust shows, but there were like no shows for like 2 years. Yeah.
Was there like a horror film aesthetic related to Nights Templar? I think I read something about that.
Well, yeah, early on. I mean, it started, the first early releases were more like minimal synth with kind of a horror vibe. Like, you know, Dead in the Park, the first single, was definitely more like evil. You know, it was a little evil. It's gotten less evil over time as my true softness has shown through. But yeah, it might get evil again. You never know. The mood hits me to get evil again. I do like. I am a horror movie fan, so I am evil. I am a little evil.
Favorite horror movie? No thinking about it. Just off the top.
It's probably Suspiria, the original.
That's a good one. Yeah, let's hear it.
Man, yeah, The Nun Part 2, my favorite.
The
Conjuring. Yeah, The Red Door, my favorite. Black Phone. I like colored.
Yeah.
Color themed horror movies.
Anything? Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. The Black Phone was pretty good. Pretty scary phone movie.
Yeah, very scary phone movie.
Yeah.
I don't really watch horror movies.
The News. That's the fucking biggest horror movie, man.
That's the scary.
I watch a lot of porn.
Yeah. Shadow porn.
Yeah.
I think I should say that we've got a couple shows coming up before the interview ends. One, that Utopian Voids, who you know because you put out Dustin Krapes tape. That one's on January 11th, right? Halloween swim team, right?
Microwave.
But yeah, that one's on January 11th at formerly O'Donovan's Pub. Now, how's it? Yahweh?
It's Wish You Were Here.
Wish You Were Here.
It's Yahweh.
Okay.
All right. We're playing at Yahweh's in Pomona on January 11th, which is my brother's birthday, 111. So, and then we're playing this Sunday, the 5th at the Offbeat Bar in Highland Park.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, with Protect Me and Teen Models. And then the Pomona show is with I got this. There's a lot of bands, Plezzure and No Exits. So
Yeah.
that'll be cool.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, Nights Templar. Thanks for talking to me. And yeah, we'll see you. Back to you.
We'll be right back.